Hello there, Alex. I was just wandering around the castle grounds, exploring this beautiful area that we find ourselves in, and I thought I smelled something strange and wonderful, and here I come to find out it was you!
It's me. I found this perfume in one of the castle rooms. There's so many things to find here, so I was just trying it out.
That's pretty awesome. I'm glad I found it was you, though, because I was starting to get lost wandering around. I was wondering if I was ever going to find my way out, and then I followed my nose, and here I am.
It's huge, and
Amazing.
I'm glad that my spray could lead you here.
I was wandering around. I found this little stream bubbling down a little brook there. I sat down and I did some reading. It was fantastic.
That's nice. What were you reading?
So this one time, Jesus was at someone's house, and he had told all the people there about how dangerous things were getting. And she came in and she started pouring this super expensive perfume all over Jesus' head.
Like this perfume?
Something like that, I guess.
Oh.
Maybe even more expensive than that stuff.
Mine sprays, but she poured it all over
Poured on
his head.
Wow. I know. It sounds weird, and the disciples thought it was pretty weird too. In fact, they were pretty horrified. They were like, why is this woman pouring such expensive perfume on Jesus? We could sell that. We could give that money to the poor. I mean, we could do all kinds of things for it, but this is what she was doing.
Yeah, that seems pretty sensible to use that for something else.
So it does seem sensible, but Jesus didn't seem to see things the same way. In fact, he stood up for her and he defended her actions to the other disciples. See, he knew that what she was doing was showing how much she cared about him and how much she loved him. And in some ways, it was kind of a symbol of the fact that he was ultimately going to die. He used to put perfume on bodies in the old days, and this was like a symbol of preparing him for what was coming in his life and eventually death.
Wow, that's pretty intense. That's wild that the disciples didn't even believe that or fully understand that that's what was going to happen. But the woman used one of the best gifts she could find to give to Jesus.
Yeah, so even though Jesus definitely had some enemies and some opponents who weren't really into what he was teaching, there was also people like this woman who really seemed to get it and really seemed to love Jesus and wanted to give him everything that they could.
That's really beautiful, actually. It's cool to think that when we really put our trust in Jesus, we can learn to be more like that woman and give our best to Jesus rather than all those people who are opposed.
Exactly. And whenever Jesus comes back and this kingdom of God is here on the earth where we all treat each other fairly and wisely and kindly, I want to be like that kind of person who's cheering him on and giving everything I can to help make the world that kind of place.
I can't wait to see how amazing God's kingdom is going to be.
I know. And we don't just have to wait for it. We can actually participate now by just living the kind of life that Jesus wants us to. Being kind to each other, caring for each other, looking out for each other whenever we can. And that way, we actually spread Jesus' message and we get to build the kingdom of God just like this kingdom around us all the time with our actions.
I love that. Thanks for sharing that with me.
Not bad. It was a good story. I liked it.
Great.
Plus, I'm going to head back to that brook, lie down, maybe
Okay.
do some more reading.
And you can spray yourself.
Woo! Perfume!